It is good. It is good. Words said by God just before evening, and then it was evening, and now we have before us the gift of morning and a brand new day. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McCain. This morning we will begin with Book 5 of the Psalms. Book 5. And we will start with Psalm, uh, the 107th Psalm. And it is a rather long psalm. So we will just do the first 16 verses this morning. And starting with verse 1, Psalm 107. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is God. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord say this. So let's repeat that. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord say this. Those he redeemed from the hand of the foe, those he gathered from the lands, from east and west, from north and south. Some wandered in desert wastelands, finding no way to a city where they could settle. They were hungry and thirsty, and their lives ebbed away. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he delivered them from their distress. He led them by a straight way to a city where they could settle. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for men. For he satisfies the thirsty and fills the hungry with good things. Some sat in darkness and the deepest gloom, prisoners suffering in iron chains, for they had rebelled against the words of God and despised the counsel of the Most High. So he subjected them to bitter labor. They stumbled, and there was no one to help. Then they cried to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distress. He brought them out of darkness and the deepest gloom and broke away their chains. Let them give thanks to the Lord for his unfailing love and his wonderful deeds for men. For he breaks down gates of bronze and cuts through bars of iron. So as we prepare to enter into the fullness of this gift of a brand new day, let us keep embraced within the palms of our prayers. Let us, as it says here in the 107th Psalm, let us give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. Let us give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. And as we give thanks to the Lord for his goodness he will bestow upon us, all day long. I know and I have confidence that yes, just before evening, we will hear God say, "It is good." And so, just before we prepare to walk out the door into the goodness of this brand new day, take a minute, just 1 minute, that's all it'll take, and go back over this 107th Psalm, verses 1 through 16, and see, read, internalize how many times good is stated within these 16 verses. Internalize God's gift, God's goodness, and keep embraced within the palms of your prayers all day long. This is the Reverend Dr. Laverne Corrine Williams Foster Hall Harvey Brown Fontaine Turner Hill Holt McCain. And on this day, all day long, I will accept God's goodness in my life and will give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. Join me, please. Let's enjoy God's goodness together so that, yes, we will hear our God saying and believe it just before evening. It is good, for we know that all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to God's purpose.